Hey everybody, it's Flatbread Friday and we're gonna have some springtime fun today. I went to the fresh market to buy my pizza crust and I came across some nice little asparagus spears. And the reason I bought those was because I had some ham in my refrigerator that needs to be used up. And while I was there making a ham and asparagus combination, I bought myself some Jarlsberg cheese. And we're gonna do a ham and asparagus pizza with a creamy lemon sauce. And it's gonna be real good. And we're gonna start by making our creamy lemon sauce. And that's gonna start with 2 tablespoons of butter in a pan over medium heat. And when that gets bubbly, we're gonna make a roux and cream it up and set it aside to cool while we build the rest of our pizza. Our butter is melted and it's gonna be bubbling up pretty soon. So the first thing we're gonna do is season it with some salt and pepper. And a splash of onion powder. Gotta flavor it up. A little garlic powder too. And blend in those seasonings. Smelling good already. Bubbling up. And now in goes some all-purpose flour to create our roux. And I want this sauce kind of thick because it's a pizza sauce. So we're going to incorporate that flour. Our flour is well incorporated and our roux is created. Now in comes some half and half or cream or milk, whatever you want to use. And I'm going to switch over to a whisk to get that mixed in real well. And we'll go back to our regular spoon. You've got to heat this to the boiling point, stirring it constantly. And when it reaches the boiling point, it will be at its peak thickness. We've almost reached the boiling point, and it dawned on me that I had some freeze-dried chives in my cabinet, and I think I'm going to add those in and let them incorporate into our sauce. I think I'm going to whisk a little more. We got to add some more half and half. Because the cheese that we put in is going to make it thicker too. But that's a good thing because it'll give these chives more time to soften up and involve themselves in our creamy sauce. Our sauce is smooth and creamy and flavorful. And this is the Jarlsberg that I had that I shredded up. We're going to add some of that in. And we're going to stir that around till it's all melted up. I think that'll be enough. We might put a little more on top, but I'm not sure yet. So we're going to keep stirring this till the cheese is all melted. Cheese is all melted. The pan is, you know, the liquid is cooler than it should be. And now we're going to add some lemon zest. About half a lemon. All right, our lemon zest is in. Let's get the rest of it. Stir that in, and now we're going to juice this half a lemon. Keep the lemon open side up. case the seeds pop out. That way you can catch them. Okay. And I missed one. And now we're going to stir that in. That'll thin this out just a little bit. And the heat is off. We're going to set this aside to cool and get ready to assemble our ham and asparagus pizza with the creamy lemon sauce. I want to soften up our asparagus. I could put it in a boiling water, but I don't want to do that. What I'm going to do is add just a little splash of water to this plate, cover it with another plate, and we're going to put it in the microwave for about a minute. See how I realize that before I put it in, I want to season it up a little bit. A little salt and pepper to taste. And now it's going in. Our asparagus is slightly softened, and it's going to cook some more. Some of these smaller pieces are more softened. So, and looking good. I've stacked up our ham, and the next thing we're going to do is roll up our asparagus spears in our slices of ham. Set down a ham slice, lay our asparagus over top. Oh, top fell off. I'm going to stick it in, and we're going to roll it up. Seam side down, set it aside, and we're going to keep going till our spears are all wrapped up. Our asparagus and ham are all rolled up, and I'm not even sure what I'm going to do with them yet. I was going to cut them into pieces, but I think I might leave them whole. We'll see. Let's keep going. I've sprinkled some flour on our work surface. Spread it around and pull out our dough ball. I think today we're going to use our round pizza pan, which means that I got to make you rounder, not oblonger. So we'll stretch that out and fit it on the pan, and then we'll assemble our fun spring pizza. Our crust is on our pizza pan lined with parchment, and we're going to poke it up to keep air bubbles from forming when we bake it. Now it is time for our Jarlsberg lemon creamy sauce to go on. Let's start spreading it around and see how it goes. Our sauce is on. A nice thin layer because it's got cheese and cream. I don't want it to explode all over the oven when it's baking. And now we're going to top it off with our rolled up asparagus and ham pieces. And the reason I decided to do a round pizza was to do this with it. This is going to be fun. I hope we have enough ham and asparagus to go all the way around. Our ham and asparagus roll-ups are on top of our cheesy sauce. And I wondered what I was going to do to finish this up. And what I remembered was I had some of those pepper dews in the refrigerator from last week. And I think we can decorate this up, finish the middle, and maybe around in some of the spaces. So let's slice up our pepper dews and go for it. The pepper dews are all sliced up, and let's see what we're going to do with them. I just really wanted to complete this middle. which is going to be the tip slices, but there'll be cheese melted on top to hold these things in. And I have filled in some of the other spaces with them too. And it looks pretty. Hope you agree. Kind of cool. Now it's time for the remaining Jarlsberg cheese. Swiss goes good with asparagus, goes good with ham. Well, I hope this pizza tastes as good as it looks, because I think it's gonna. I don't know what is going on outside. Kelly going crazy. Okay. Need to get on top. All right. Spread it out evenly. And our cheese is on. And what I'm gonna do next is decorate it up with a little bit more of these freeze-dried chives. Oh, Kelly talking again. Our ham and asparagus pizza with a creamy lemon sauce is ready to go in the oven. Let's see how she comes out. Our ham and asparagus pizza is out of the oven, smelling fantastic, looking great, crispy crust, ground up and bubbly cheese. Now we're gonna slice it and serve it. Thank you for joining me for this week's edition of Flatbread Friday. Here is our asparagus, Jarlsberg, and ham pizza with a little decoration of peppadews, and it smells so good. And now we're going in. So yummy. I think it's going to end up being a knife and fork pizza though, because the asparagus doesn't bite off as easy as the ham and the rest of the stuff does. So I had to cut that, but it was delicious, and doesn't matter if you have to use a knife and fork, as long as you eat it and enjoy it. And we'll see you soon.